my name's Amy and I'm going to be a student nurse in September 2020 at York University. This is my first proper blog post and go at doing anything like this. So I'm a bit nervous, but I'm hoping it's going to go really well. But first, I think my first subject I want us to kind of go into is why be a student nurse? So I've already done one degree. So I've already done one degree, and it was in theatre and performance, and it was good. It was 18-year-old Amy, I'm going to make it on the West End, I'm going to do this, and my degree was not that. My degree was very, very weird. But I finished with a 2-2, and then potted off, did some bits, did a bit of teaching for a bit, and then, yeah, ended up in hospitality. And 5 years on, nearly 5.5 come September, I am leaving, and I'm going to be a student nurse. So I had a few more questions on my nurse Instagram page, and one of them, what is your career path as a nurse? Is it a midwife? Is it an A&E nurse? Is it children's nurse? Well, for me, it'd be definitely A&E at the moment, or trauma, or both. And they just interest me for all the different things you'll experience every day and the quickness. But I know this could change because I'm also really interested what it'd be like to be a forensic nurse, and so like working in a prison. There's so many things that interest me. Just past week or so, I think I'm reading the Prison Doctor at the minute, and it's so interesting and it's eye-opening that really I'm quite open to where anything will take me. I'm quite open to where it would like to go, and right now it is trauma and A&E, but that could change in 3 years. I have no idea, but that is my thoughts. But then, even though I said I was scared about childbirth and seeing a child be born, you can do an 18th month, I think, course top up of midwifery. That's something that I possibly could interest me, but I'm not quite sure. I'm just taking it easy. My friend Chloe, she's a student nurse, and she always says, do not decide where you want to be, because it will change. It changed for me so many times. You just can't make your mind up until you know, and you'll feel right in the place, which is very true. But yeah, so this is my first video. Thank you for watching. I need to figure out how to make this light look a bit better and film it a bit better, because I'm literally just sat on the edge of my bed at the minute trying to get a nice background. So hopefully with my second go we can get sorted. But thank you for watching. I will put my Instagram on the bottom, and yeah, thank you. And I hope you enjoy. I hope it's helpful. I like just talking a lot, and that's just me really. I love talking. If anyone ever wants to listen, I'm happy to give knowledge. And yeah, thank you for listening. So I asked a few people on my social media to send me questions of why be a student nurse? Like, Amy, we've never heard you speak about being a nurse before. So why now? And I don't know. So the first question, someone asked me, why be a student nurse? Well, this question came up quite a lot in my interviews, and it's one of those where I've got a book full of brainstorming of why I want to be a nurse, and it's quite hard to put a pin in the centre of it without going, oh, that sounds so cringy and cliche. So I think, why do I want to be a nurse? Well, I want to care for people in a way that I'd hope someone would care for me, someone would care for a loved one. I want to give that love to someone, if it's in their last moments of their life, and the first thing and last thing they see is my face, and it's a smile, and they're on their own. That's nice. They're not gonna be, well, hopefully not worry about dying or the last moments of being alone, because someone will always be there to be beside them no matter what. I also want to be a student nurse because in September something really bad happened, and I think everyone is sick of me talking about it by now, but something really horrible happened, and unfortunately we did see someone pass away. And even though I'm first aid trained, I felt so powerless for months, and sometimes even now, that I wasn't able to do enough. We rang the ambulance and we gave statements to the police, but for me that didn't feel like it was enough. What could I have done to help? And obviously I rang the ambulance, and that was enough, but in that 10 seconds I wish I could have done more. Luckily, where I used to work, I managed to get us on a course called Stop the Bleed, which is to prolong life in any circumstance where someone's been attacked by a knife or a blade, and to give them an extra 30 seconds or so of life and help until actual help arrived. Unfortunately, Corona ruined that and we didn't get to go on it, but it is something I'm so proud of achieving, and I hope my team who have now left will be able to still continue and go on to that course, because it's so beneficial being a small number of businesses in the area, especially the city centre, who could help. So it's quite scary. Nottingham is quite bad for knife crime. You can walk down the street and you just, it happens every day. It happens all over the country, but I think when you see something, it sticks with you more and you become a lot more sensitive to how it can impact on your life. So I mean, like 8 weeks later, a gentleman in Lincoln stopped me and his wife or girlfriend had stabbed him in the back. It was nowhere near as bad as the first one, but he asked us to check his back. I told him no, but then in the end we ended up having to check it, and it was just quite like a little scratch. And I just said to him, please just go get some help. If that had gone even worse, you know, you wouldn't even be alive, and who knows if he did, but you know. And then in Primark, I used to do first aid on a lady. She was having a fit on the floor, nobody knew what to do, and I was so shaken. I was so shaken so much, I couldn't even get my first aid card out. I threw my purse, my phone, my bag, all my shopping all over the floor. I didn't care. In that moment, I just wanted to look after that woman and make sure she was all right. I did have her laughing for a while. She was absolutely howling. So when she was coming in and out of consciousness, I kept saying to her to calm her down. Pretend you're on a beach. Pretend there's a big hunky man coming for you, and he's in the tightest speedos. He's got the fittest body you've ever seen in your life, and he's chasing you. He wants to get married to you. You've got these blue skies, blue seas, white beaches, and she was howling. And it calmed her down because she was trying to get up to run away because she was so embarrassed, but there was no need, because I think there was 2 of us there who were first aiders. Obviously I was a customer, and then the Primark first aider. It was pretty scary, but I couldn't walk past like everyone else was doing and not help us, especially knowing I was first aid trained. And yeah, so I just want to care for people. I just want to be able to educate people and let them know that sometimes their actions have consequences, and this is the consequence. I'd love to deliver training courses and first aid courses on knife crime and stabbings to young people, to show them how bad it can be. And you're not just being a bad man carrying a knife, you're actually being an idiot. And put the knife away. Come on, let's just put the knife away. Let's sort this, because if you take a life, that life can never come back. I'd love to experience A&E. I love to experience it. I love the feel of the adrenaline. I know it's not the same, but in a kitchen, in hospitality, you get that adrenaline rush when those checks keep coming in and you keep powering in. It might be a 14-day on, it might be a 12-hour shift, but you're just powering through and you're just getting on with it and you love it. And I really love that quickness to helping someone and finding the root cause of unusual things that might make them poorly. I'm interested in end of life care, so making someone comfortable at the end of life, and just being there. I'm just really excited. Really, it's quite a hard question, and when people ask you in your interviews, you're a bit like, I want to be a nurse because I want to care for people, and it's quite hard, but you get there. So my next question is, I'm just reading from my iPad. I got literally everyone to send me comments on Facebook and Instagram. It was amazing. My next question is, what are you least looking forward to? I am not looking forward to seeing someone die. It absolutely scares me. But the thing that scares me the most, even though I'm doing adult nursing, is someone giving birth and seeing a baby be born. It absolutely petrifies me. And I mean, it looks amazing, but it petrifies me. I don't know what I'd do. I think obviously stay calm. But doing adult nursing, you might not see that as often, but it absolutely petrifies me. I'm looking forward the most to being on placement and learning everything and getting to grips with everything. But just being on placement and learning on the job and a new change. I'm really excited about moving back to York. I love York. I'm really excited to meet everyone and just get learning and just getting on it. I can't wait. I'm so excited. But yeah, someone dying, but obviously someone dies, so it's not as bad. And then dying because I'm scared I'm going to cry and I'm going to get really upset. Even if they're not my relative, I will cry. And someone giving birth, even though I'm doing mental health nursing. Not mental health nursing, I'm doing adult nursing. Seeing someone give birth, oh my gosh. I'm not sure how I feel about that. It scares me. My next question is, have you started to prepare for your course? If so, how? Well, I left my job a lot early than I thought I was going to, and I signed up to an online nursing course that my university is offering to offer holders, which is an introduction to nursing along with other things that lasts 3 weeks, and it's all online and I can't wait to get to grips with it and get to learning. I've not done science since I was about 16 and I'm 28 next week, so a long time. Getting to learn everything, getting in and just getting on with it. I just can't wait. But then like, I've asked for books for my birthday to just start reading books and just getting to know about the issues in nursing, so I've got a full head of knowledge, maybe too much knowledge sometimes, but just getting involved. And yeah, I'm just really excited. I'm not leaving it all till last minute like last year buying everything. I'm not buying loads either, I'm just getting little bits and then I'm all sorted. My next question, tips for future applicants. So I never ever expected to get onto my course. I had an access course I had been accepted to, and then I was like, right, I'm not going to get into uni. I got rejected from Sheffield Hallam within like 3-4 hours of my application going in. I'm not going to get accepted, but I'm just going to keep my UCAS. I'm just going to roll with it. I got interviews at all my choices, which were Nottingham, Trent, so I'm from Nottingham, so I was like, I could live at home for a few years and do it at home, but I wasn't really keen on that idea. I had an interview at Hull University, I had an interview at York University. Where else were my choices? Oh my god. I had it was Sheffield, York. Oh my god, I can't remember my other choice. But I pulled out of the rest of my choices when I got accepted into York, and when I got the email saying I'd been offered a place, I was hysterical. So how on earth have I been accepted onto this course at York University as well, one of the best unis in the country? I haven't done science for so many years. How? And I was like, well, my experience from doing certain things and seeing certain things. You can have all the experience in the world, but it doesn't mean you're going to be accepted straight away, or you could have the passion and the want to learn and you'll get accepted. And I feel that's what kind of happened with me. I didn't know much when I applied, but I had a lot of friends prepping me, I had my family prepping me, which was good. So my tips were look at universities. I didn't go to any open days. Oh, I applied at Scarborough. I didn't go to any university open days apart from online ones, and I'm going to a York one next week, which will be weird, but it was just to get a vibe. I'm going, it's unconditional, so I'm going whatever. But yeah, and I think another tip is just read the code of practice, because you will get asked about that in your interviews. Believe in yourself, the 6 C's, and just be honest and passionate about things. I've worked in hospitality for 5 years, and a lot of the 6 C's can reflect in hospitality as well, how you look after people. So it's just one of those things, really. But yeah, just be passionate, knowledgeable. If you've got not much experience, give it a go. What you got to lose? And I mean, it does cost to apply for UCAS, but just try it. There's nothing to lose. Just be honest, enthusiastic, willing to learn, open, and just be yourself. And that was me, really. I kept saying in my interviews, I'm so nervous, I'm so nervous. All my interviews were on Skype. Apart from my Hull one, that was on the phone and the signal kept going. It was horrible. I hated my Hull interview. But my York interview was so nice, even though my mum's dog kept barking. It was wicked. I'm just so happy. But yeah, they're my tips.